just now noticed the pumpkins. Holy crap. Like after everything, I was just like, oh my god, there's actual pumpkins.
It's like where's Waldo type thing.
It really is.
Yeah, there's just so many things that are awesome to look at.
So we have a garlic and herb cheese spread and crackers.
Pay attention.
And then we have goat cheese and pear, ham and cheese, and then traditional cucumber. Monster eggs, which are deviled eggs with shit food coloring. Mummy dogs, because I gave in to the Halloween theme. Devonshire scones, clotted cream, handmade butter. And then we have winterberry, chai, and Mad Hatter teas.
What is
It's the one they served at Disney World, and I bought a shit ton of. Because I like tea.
Can you give us a rough?
Can we eat anything?
You wouldn't like it because it's kind of pineapple.
And there's salad, just to break up some flavors. And then in the little small casserole pot, there is buffalo chicken dip.
Here, look at me.
We keep joking that it's just gonna get more and more extravagant.
Like we're gonna like hire British people.
For New Year's.
Just have like butlers, they'll bring us the tea.
Yes. Yeah. Have more than
Oh, and the goat cheese and pear are coffin shaped, and the ham and cheese are bats.
Oh my god, Ashley.
Huh. Oh yeah, I brought out my fiesta wear for this.
Oh my gosh.
That is so
The
cute.
fiesta wear that Dakota doesn't use, I let us use it today.
Yes.
That feels right.
This is so cute.
Oh my
You
god.
know what? We thought it was a cup, you know that?
It's like every time I look, there's something new.
There's something new, yeah.
Would you like
We just
a
started
scone?
getting stuff.
I'm just
I love
gonna
the
do
vampire
Yeah, how
tea.
would you like to
Neat.
feel like that's for after?
Okay, so this is the bottom and that's the clotted cream.
What do you do with clotted cream?
I
Either
didn't-
or scone or sugar or
Okay,
Oh,
I want to try
that's what
that.
goes on the scones.
It's in a little cauldron too, so I'm freaking out about
You
that.
can
Very good.
Lauren, Danny, you
teaspoon
could.
in front of you.
You should
Okay.
really send this into a magazine. You really,
Yeah, like it actually.
it is amazing.
This is really, really cute. I'm for it.
Yeah, like you taking like one or two and I took like six.
I'm just saying, like, if I get married, this is the.
Thank you, Miranda, for standing away and
Yes.
making
Welcome.
all of this.
So which tea is which?
Okay,
Oh, is that the salad plate?
Bone China's winterberry. Blue China is Mad Hatter. And then World Market Ghetto Bitch is chai tea.
Good old bitch for me.
I'm definitely gonna want to try that Mad Hatter tea.
This is how I remember my teapots. They have names.
That's amazing.
Try this.
Now for the tea.
Pour the tea.
Is it already sweetened? I assume.
No, it is
I'm
not.
gonna try
What?
that.
There's natural rock sugar and honey, and then for the chai tea, there's condensed milk.
What would you recommend for the Mad Hatter tea? Because you said it's more pineapple-y, right?
I don't want that.
I'm sorry. I
No,
don't
no,
think
you're
it's
Ashley, would you like a vegetable?
Just with the purpose to break up all the other flavors.
No, but I'm like,
What
no.
is that, Lauren?
This is sweetened condensed milk for the chai.
Okay.
I would recommend the honey, honestly, for the Mad Hatter.
Which one is the honey?
It's in the tall container. The honey's in individual packets.
Okay, cool.
Because I stole this from a wedding. Hey,
Way to
Becca's
go.
the one whose purse I showed them.
No.
No, like I remember this actually.
Thank you.
Was that
Did
the
you
one
want
that
honey
was
catered
catered
by babes?
Yes,
No.
it was.
It was a while ago.
I love the salad.
Aren't they cute? Everything is so
I love
cute.
the bowl.
No.
Going
That was
crazy
because
over-
the sugar content is so high, it affects the osmotic pressure and kills bacteria.
But
Because they
it,
can't replicate.
it crystallizes over time, though.
Yeah.
Are you talking about honey?
It's still edible.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
I love
actually there is a certain kind of honey that I always forget what it's called, that the sugar content is so high.
Over here?
It
Okay, I'm going crazy over
you can
this
use it
food.
to treat like dying tissue because it actually helps the healing process.
Also, traditionally, Devonshire scones are a little thicker than this. Then you're supposed to be able to tear them.
Like, this is gonna be something
That didn't
somebody
happen.
has to hear at the table.
They settled
I
in transit.
watched the veterinarian that I love. She treated
It's fine, I'm not heartbroken.
a lizard with prolapsed.
But they are delicious.
Nope, prolapsed anything, stop it.
To keep the tissue from dying and help heal it.
Really.
Danny, I will add shit to my list of things you're not allowed to talk about at parties.
No.
I was being cautious
This
about
is a goat
wording.
cheese spread, and it is so good. It tastes just like cream cheese.
Okay.
I would try it if I were you, but you don't have to. And this is,
They can
you got this one's the one from Aldi, right?
The last time I got it at Aldi, this time I got it at Kroger's. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, hit me up with that sugar. No, you can do it first.
I will give it a try.
I love the clotted cream on the scone.
Yeah, seriously, I'm losing my mind.
So the
over
first
that.
time I had clotted cream, it was actually like
Pass me the.
creaming, and it was in like a little jar in a World Market, and it was the
Do it.
worst thing I've ever had in my life. So I was like, oh, I hate this. But then at Disney,
Would you like? Is this
A mummy dog.
I would.
Does anyone else need the
At their
sugar?
Grand Floridian, they
I know it's like a mummy dog.
I will try
I
one.
want to try the Mad Hatter. Oh yeah, get that.
and the mummy dogs aren't hot dogs; they're like actual sausage rings.
Oh, cool.
I'm not putting that trash in my butt.
Is that the chat?
I love we'll put so much trash in our
Yes,
body,
is the winter?
but that one is like, no.
That's where I
the stuff
draw
too.
the line.
I mean, it has to be somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, that's Mad Hatter. After I pour it for Becca and Dolce.
That chai is delicious.
The green.
Did you try it?
Oh, it's still warm.
Good. Effective teapots.
That is good.
Can you make this some chai?
Oh yeah.
All the.
I'm gonna stand up to do it though. Can it with a
That's really good.
Yes. Oh, is that what goes with the butter?
wait, what would Becca happen?
Oh, I see.
Can't get past the scone.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Oh, here they are.
I like
which
the
is-
cream that you put on it so much.
That's really good.
We are elegant ladies.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Wow.
Don't ask me to take my elbows off the table though. It's a good anchor, and I will fight anybody in etiquette school.
Me. She'll fight me.
Which is worse, me dropping my food all over the table or me having my elbows on it?
You want my honest answer? Because you should hear about what I said to Becca last time. So help me God if you scrape that cup.
I was careful.
Oh, it was great.
No, those. She's using one of the Prince Albert ones. It's fine.
Or like taking the spoon.
Was there a safer one that I should be using instead?
Well, no, those are the ones they just don't make anymore.
Oh. Oh, right.
Yes, dear, because Prince Albert is dead. So they stopped production. No, okay, just kidding.
No, they don't.
But he
make,
is dead, yes.
They don't make the mint polka dot style anymore, which is
Yeah.
a travesty. Those are the ones that Patrick got me cups of, and then I broke one immediately and found out I could not replace them.
That's really good.
Those were
The
the
goat
ones
cheese?
that came off the
This is a bit
shelf
surprising.
that broke.
I thought I would never like goat cheese.
I want to try. What's this on top? Pineapple?
Pear.
Pear. Awesome. I love pears.
Those are good. They're so good.
Okay, I'm gonna try one just real quick. Well, no. I'll just get it on. I know I like these. One of the little bed shapes.
Yeah, this honey is starting to crystallize a little.
You would put it in the microwave? It'll soften up.
Those are foil lined.
Oh, just kidding. Don't
If you put a cup of water in the microwave and then dip it in the water after you move from.
Okay. So let's start talking about Stephen King.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Stephen King's a
Yes.
writer.
Yeah.
He's this guy. He's kind of famous, mildly. You know, just in like all
He
the
has a
markets.
really cute dog.
Does he really?
There's a
Molly,
corgi.
he loves his dog. AKA Thing
The
of
thing of
Evil.
evil.
I love the pictures he posts of his dog. No, he really is an interesting dude. Apparently, the first thing he ever bought his wife when he started making money, it supposedly was a hairdryer.
I love it.
So I think that's really
Listen, you've got goals.
Necessities.
cool. Yeah.
I don't. Is that a compliment or an insult?
Like his wife wanted a hairdryer. At least that's what my mom heard.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't afford one at the time. So when he actually started making money, he was like, "Here, babe, hairdryer."
You know what? Cool.
We go into their house now. It's like the old, like the one from the salon. Like he just upgrades it every
Nah, he
year.
just bought a whole salon.
He just, yeah.
They live very modestly because they had showed a picture of their house. And
Yeah.
Her house is
Look at
gorgeous
that.
though.
Mm-hmm.
The money.
I think that's
I
cool.
think they donate a bunch of it. Fun fact. Okay, so the prison where, what's the name of the book?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption was
Just
supposed
that
to take
one.
place. The one it was based off of, the library there, is actually funded by the Kings.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah, from MFM, which is how I knew about it. So it's a fun fact, and not weird shit I found on the internet.
Random fact that has nothing to do with Stephen King that is also fun.
Oh my god, if you bring up this about my
The
I love how she pauses, like.
the first library. I mean, no, sorry. The first. Is it a library? No, the first school in a prison was actually in the prison on the edge of my mom's hometown in Granite. Which interesting place to live because people periodically broke out, and that was just part of how you lived. You kept your keys in the car so they wouldn't come in the house to get them. Of course, that was back in the
That's how grandma great grandpa.
those nice.
What can you put that on in this scenario? I'm just not sure.
Butter, anything.
Well,
I was about to say literally anything.
What?
Scones.
try it.
I made it for the
Najia,
scones.
you've ridden with us, you know. You have the recipe for butter chicken.
Butter everything.
I made it for the scones.
So it's ride and die?
And just follow on pattern. That clotted cream is delicious.
Thank you.
Finish it. I have more at home.
There is one fun fact I learned recently about Stephen King, and apparently his inspiration for the book, it came from him having to walk across a really creepy bridge after his car was broken down. And you have to walk several miles, I think it was like 3 hours back to where he was at. And was like, this bridge really creeps me out, like there's this thing that would just come out from the sewers and eat me, and was like, okay, cool, a book.
Gonna go right over.
You didn't have to play.
What I really like
Sorry.
about him is that I was watching.
Or you're realizing you didn't give anyone else the sandwiches?
Yeah,
She literally took them and then
I was
handed it
about to
back
say,
me.
like, I want a sandwich. Okay,
Danny being wait your turn.
she ready. So one of the things I was doing in preparation for this is I was looking up like articles and videos from Stephen King and like things that he's done. And what I like about him is that, and he's such a liar. He says that all of his stories are supposed to be short stories. And I'm like, you write like J.K. Rowling style.
That's a lie.
I'm just gonna call you out on that one. That one's a lie.
To be fair, my short stories end up being really long. And then I'm just like, you know what? We've hit several thousand words. I guess let's call it a novella. Either cucumber, ham, and then these are good step between short story and novel. Well, there's a word for that.
I do find it interesting because I did read Children of the Corn. They managed to make it a movie, but the story is much shorter than...
They managed to make it 7 movies.
I know. It stopped at the first movie, but like even then the first movie I feel like goes further than the actual story. Don't look at me like that while you sip tea.
No, the sip tea was because I had to pause before I said, it's so bad.
Which one?
The web series where there's a whole episode that's 7 minutes long of a kid just being like, Ezekiel! Or no, what was the kid's name?
Isaac?
Was it Malachi?
Malachi!
Yeah. Oh.
So the kid's standing in a field, you're like, Malachi! Over and over. And it's way funnier than it needs to be because he does it in a bunch of different tones and pitches. So I think it was one of those things where it was like an exercise, and they were like...
I do think it's interesting though, because the actor that played him in that movie was actually like in his 20s.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that when I first saw it. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And he's so small.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was like a specific, I heard it was like some kind of thing that he had where it just really stunted his aging a little bit, because I thought the teenager looked older than him.
So, Najia, you're the one that has like read it a long time ago, and
I
now
read it twice.
you read it twice. Okay, so you are aware of the original version that was like the made-for-TV movie that came out.
Yeah.
And I know we went and we saw it, the new series, the first
Yeah.
part and the second part. So, which one lives up to the book more?
That's really hard to say, because while the original movie that came out sticks to the original time, I feel like with the first Stephen King It movie really kind of pulls back, I feel like, as far as... I couldn't remember
The question was which one holds up to the book for the It series, the made-for-TV one or the one that just came out that we just saw?
Well, I think I had mentioned that the time period in the made-for-TV one was accurate, but I feel like they held back, because it was made for TV, they held back on the vulgarity with like how the children behaved, and they also didn't show a lot of things in the book. Well, even with the remake, they still didn't have as much, like the turtle that basically shows the kids how to defeat it is not in... Yes, there's a turtle.
Oh, the turtle. I know about the turtle.
Do you know about the turtle? Yes.
I just want to see Miranda freak out. Really.
No, I forgot about the turtle.
Okay, tell us about the turtle.
Miranda?
I blinked wrong and my eyelash came up.
No.
So the best way to describe this, because even I'm just still kind of like, what? But there is a turtle, there's a ritual that they do, because in the remake it shows that Bill basically gets drugged on some peyote. I think it was peyote.
Good friendship, by the way.
That I will not trust anybody. If any of you guys do that to me, you're dead, okay?
I already drugged
You've already.
I really hope
You
you
did
haven't.
have the winterberry tea.
I did not actually. I had the Mad Hatter tea, but I don't know if that's
Oh, I was
good.
tricking you. That's the one it really wasn't.
Oh my god. Mad Hatter sounds like the one that was Dear God.
Speaking of winterberry, can I have that?
But they
I
basically
misremembered.
see this turtle who has been around since forever, and he's kind of like supposed to be, if I recall, like kind of the creator of everything. It's kind of like, yeah, this is how you take him out. This is how you kill it. They don't include the turtle in the remake, but with a lot of other things in the remake, of course, while the time period's different, the kids act more like what you would expect in the book. And then like they do open up with a hate crime in the Part 2 remake, which was uncomfortable for some of the people that were watching. Apparently some people were complaining about it, but it's definitely not meant to make you comfortable.
Yeah, it's not meant to be warm feels.
Right, and then the
It's
part
not.
where Mike is getting he got bullied by Henry, and he mentions the people that were burning to death, that Mike witnessed burning to death. That was in the book too. One thing that was not in the book that I was kind of hoping would be is Mike gets chased by a giant bird.
You mean in the movie?
Huh?
You mean in the movie?
It's not included in the movie, no.
Okay, you said one thing that wasn't in the book.
Oops. Yeah,
That's
no.
what it was like.
It was not in
we
the
can
movie.
change the book.
It's
was-
okay. Stephen was on drugs when he wrote this one. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not too much of a stretch.
Though for legal reasons. Legally speaking, that's speculation, not slander. Just speculation.
Hasn't he just straight up said
Yeah, he.
Speculation.
come out and
So one of us is in law school.
personally.
Even if he admits it, you can, it's fine. We'll talk about it later.
I also didn't we just watch that movie he kind of did with George A. Romero that was Creep Show? I showed Lauren that one.
Yes.
I love Creep
Yes.
Show, and there's a part 2 also, and he does.
Oh no.
He does a cameo in one of the Creep Show parts. I think it was the one where he turns into a plant. It's like the least harmful thing you can think of, and he finds a way to make everything that seems like you should feel a little safe. He's like, nah.
He's like,
Is it bad that I love when writers do cameos in their own like universe?
Yes.
Like he did a cameo in it, and I immediately like spazzed out.
Yeah.
It's like in the Goosebumps movie a few years ago. Jack Black was playing R.L. Stine, and R.L. Stine played Professor Black. But it was great because the old movie's like, "Hey, Mr. Black," and I was like, "That's R.L. Stine."
Like what?
Yeah.
That's some Stan Lee shit right there.
They have some really good differences, but I also, one movie that I feel like they were able to replace a lot, like the Misery book was pretty brutal as well, but in the movie, they didn't have to, I feel like it wouldn't have mattered because Kathy Bates, her acting was so unsettling.
Oh.
You could have,
She's a goddess.
they got away with leaving out some stuff anyway because
oh my gosh.
I'm your #1 fan.
I don't want to mess with Bates.
No.
I'm good.
She won awards
I'm
for
good.
that one, didn't she?
Yeah,
She should have.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
she
think
did.
she
but-
did.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's one of the ones she got.
Because I mean,
If not, we're starting
Hold
a
on.
letter campaign right now.
I feel like I'm pretty sure she got awards for that, and also, I mean, the most unsettling part is when, of course, she breaks his ankles. I don't.
yeah.
Even still, by today's standards, that's probably one of the most unsettling
It is.
stalker things I've seen, and then just her whole persona. Apparently, they are making Castle Rock season 2 about her. Have you guys heard of that? It's supposed to kind of be like a prequel.
Wait, do you say season 2's about her?
Yeah, I think like the next season they're doing. I haven't really
They
kept
just
up with that.
released season 2.
So it would be
season
the-
3?
No, it would be season 2 because it just came out. It's supposed to come out
Really,
like
that's supposed to be Kathy Bates.
the one. She's a nurse and everything. It's kind of a prequel. I think it also involves more information about one of his other stories too. I haven't kept up with it as much as I'd like, but if I recall, it's about her, like in her younger days. Because in the book, you find out she was this nurse that had killed children and was like. She had some problems,
Just a few.
Just a few.
Who hasn't murdered a baby or two?
Yeah, right.
We've heard
So-
that episode in MFM.
Yeah.
Yeah. MFM. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, that's the story we're sticking to.
I just know that
Misery is a story
that
about
movie's made me wary of nurses. I'm just saying.
series.
Like, also, if Colby disappears, I'm gonna be really sad because I'll know what happened.
He's
been kidnapped by a
takes care of him. And
I just looked it up real quick, and yeah, Kathy Bates won an Oscar for that.
It's a series.
Okay, say that again.
Ah, my lipstick's
And
almost
it's
up.
actually
Um,
oh.
I just looked it up, and Kathy Bates won an Oscar
Like it. I
best
haven't watched it, but
lead
just based on the
actress.
trailer. I
She
really
deserves
like
it.
Oh, hell yeah.
She
Yeah.
actually
She
the
deserves
character
it for a
that
lot
plays
of
does look like a
things.
young
Oh, yeah.
Kathy Bates.
That
It has
one.
like
Oh
hair.
yeah, she's a
She's
goddess.
also in Cock-a-Doodle or whatever it is. I hear her use that in the trailer. I'm just like, okay. There's no doubt it's about the chick from Misery. It's actually about her. I found that unsettling too. She doesn't cuss at all, but she doesn't have to cuss or dress intimidating or anything to be intimidating.
Isn't it weirder to have somebody who's like so like psychotic? They can be one of those people who's just like, well, golly gee, and you're still just like, you're gonna kill me. What the heck is happening right now?
That's kind of what I think.
I feel like golly gee is more upsetting than oh god damn it.
Yeah, no, like somebody who's at least using like venomous words, you're just like, all right, I know where you're coming from. But when
But,
they're
like-
using like really nice,
The
kind,
kill 'em with
just
kindness
like
people
very
are more
It's
proper.
really unsettling.
And then it's just like, but you're still gonna kill me? Okay.
I think it shows that there's more disturbing stuff going on. Because if I recall, it doesn't ever say it, but you can tell she's definitely, well, yes, but she seems like a very conservative, normal person that you might expect on the outside. She's even offering the guy hot chocolate before she shoots that cop that goes looking for him. I'm just like,
You know, just because you're gonna kill someone doesn't mean you don't have to have manners.
Yeah,
That's all that taught us. You've gotta be a
It's like when you
hostess.
come to a party, you bring a gift. When you're gonna murder someone, you offer them a nice combo.
I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in wasting money on all that stuff. I'm like, I guess.
Oh no, he
I
doesn't
just
have
cut
to drink
the
the hot
chase.
chocolate. You have to offer it to him, and then once he puts
You're like,
it
we're
down,
out, and then you stab
shoot him, and then you have a nice cup of hot chocolate right there.
I suppose.
I've
There
got
we go.
this
But you know,
Where he does
there is a movie I wish they would redo. They did a made-for-TV of The Stand. Has anybody seen that?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of
It's on
it.
my
It's
watch list.
forever. It takes forever long. But I think they're supposed to remake it from what I hear. But it's
I think that's on the list of remakes.
I think so. But I really like that. And the book took forever for me to read. I read it in like 8th grade. It's like this big. But
Did King write that one?
yes, he did.
Okay.
And it's basically
Bless you.
bless you.
Please edit that out of the video. I just made a very attractive face for about 30 seconds. Pretty sure I just pulled a kidney.
I actually like the book so much that when I was in English, I had the book I was supposed to be reading, and then I had that book in it,
Just like, you know.
just hiding it to read it. And
this is
it
that
was really
book
addicting to read.
That like nobody thought you were reading the other one.
Which book?
The Stand.
I think if it's not the longest book he's written, it's one of them.
It is one of it took me a long time to get through, and that was with me obsessively reading it. Like I said, I was ignoring my schoolwork so I could read it, which
So
is
we-
kind of,
I've done that.
So has
Go back to that short story.
I've done that a lot.
I do have. I think
I'm drinking tea for you, Stephen King.
Has anyone other than myself read Carrie?
I've read Carrie.
I've read Carrie.
So, due to the fact that Becca is a fucking weirdo and doesn't like scary movies, I
I
convinced
like
her.
the limb. Why weirdo?
You broke my hand.
Okay, look.
It healed.
I just want you to look at my thumbs. And then my middle fingers.
Oh.
You notice my middle finger are at a weird angle. And my nose. And the weird scar on my skull. Anyway, so I convinced Becca to come today because I described Carrie to her as
Wholesome
Stephen King
family.
meets X-Men.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's
Am I wrong?
No.
No, that's